when you guys is shooting huge fat cums out here?
All of us. I'll suck that guy's dick just to prove a point.
Ugh, well, you said it, not me.
It's just going to be a hot potato, but it's a
potato
big
with a big
rat.
dead rat just flying across this restaurant.
All your hookups are like, hold on. Hey, you up? I'm halfway through a brown bag of rubber cement.
Hey kids, the Dapper Dad show is about to begin. Yay!
Episode 99.
99.
You know what that means?
We're
We're so close to being
death.
done.
Oh, I'm so happy. We're almost done with this shit show.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that murder-suicide on episode 100,
I
man.
know. We got to really figure out the stipulations there.
I-
Who's going to murder and who's going to suicide? Called dibs on suicide.
Could we just shoot each other in the head at the same time?
I don't think that's a murder-suicide. That's a quaint little evening.
Double homicide?
No, because I think...
If we both kill each other at
Yeah, I
the
think a
same
double...
time.
Is a double homicide when the two people were killed by one person?
Oh, but we both pull the trigger and then it's both blanks and we're like, come on, man.
Yeah. Neither of us could do it.
Yeah.
Then someone comes down and kills us.
It'll be Matt.
It could be a lot of people.
It'll be Ben.
It could be you if you go to www.dapperdadspodcast.com and anonymously submit if you want to kill us.
Yeah,
But you can't stay anonymous.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, if you're going to say, be a man or woman if you're going to kill us.
Even if you're a woman, be a man.
Yeah.
I think you can still say that.
Yeah,
be a
man
man
up.
and kill us,
Yeah,
you bitch.
Yeah, pull your fucking pants up, get them real tight around your front pussy and your back pussy,
Holy
and
cow.
shoot me.
Yeah, that's going to come back in court when someone murders you. And
Oh,
they're like, he asked for
he
it.
said
He was asking for it.
he was asking for it. No, he wasn't. Presses play on a tape player for some reason. Click.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
pull
you've
up your
been,
front
I'd
pussy.
like to sue her because she's bootlegging her shit.
Yeah,
That's what we should do, is start going to the court cases
Where
and
people-
just start suing other people.
Yeah,
If
I'll
I go-
sue her. She's bootlegging our show that we put out for free on the internet.
If I
all
ever
the
have
time.
to go back to court, I'm just going to file a bunch of countersuits in the courtroom.
No, if they're going to be bootlegging anything, they're going to be bootlegging our exclusive, beautiful Patreon episodes that we put
Ooh.
out.
Over at www.patreon.com/dapperdads. It's $5 a month for the goodies, and they're good sometimes.
Sometimes we just got a little bit of Patreon before this humble
Yep.
episode. Today we get into why there wasn't a Father's Day Patreon.
Yes,
So
yes.
if you're curious about the mystery of that, if you tuned into our live stream on Twitch over the past weekend, you may have heard us drunkenly
2
weekends ago, you may have heard us drunkenly screaming, promising a Father's Day Patreon episode that never came to fruition. Figure out why by giving us $5.
Or you could guess. Yeah, if you were on the Twitch live stream, we had fun doing it. We did an immediate encore.
Yeah,
So that's how
immediate
good it went.
encore because let's finish the promotion and then let's get
Yeah,
into
so
the
go to
Twitch.
dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com and email us pictures of celebrity buttholes.
Exclusively.
If it's not a celebrity, I'll know.
We'll know.
We've
If
got
you think we
a-
don't have a big
We've
black
got a
book of-
reverse image search scenario.
Oh, we've got all the tools. We got
Yeah.
the dark web at our fingertips.
Yep.
You know how many human meat recipes I've came across in the last week?
You know how many bitcoins it takes per butthole picture to cross-reference with the celebrity's butthole?
You know how many?
Not that much.
You know how many bitcoins it costs to have somebody killed through the internet? Not that much.
Not that much. We've been watching weird videos.
We've been watching a lot of weird videos. I myself have been going down a weird loop that I can't get out of.
Yeah, I've also been looping. I just didn't want to tell you.
Thank God.
Call 402-7-DAPPER. That's 402-732-7737. And tell us how many bitcoins you would pay to have someone killed.
Tell us how many bitcoins you have.
Yeah. Pay us in bitcoins. We don't know how it works,
I
but
don't-
we have a PayPal. PayPal Dapper Dads, maybe. Someone PayPal us just so we know that it works.
PayPal
okay?
us some money and then PayPal us a pizza.
Yeah, fax me a sausage already. This is
Download me
getting
a hoagie off the internet.
ridiculous. Follow us on Twitter at Dapper Dads, where we tweet words. And I was going to say something, but, it's Twitter.
You know what Twitter
You
is.
know
If
what
you don't know what
Twitter
Twitter is in 2019,
You shouldn't be on it.
you shouldn't be on the internet if you don't know what Twitter is.
No, but you could be on Instagram at Dapper Dad's Podcast, where there's pictures of us and sometimes pictures of things we talk about. And some perform good and some perform very poorly.
It's
so
interesting.
Go like and comment at least 5 words to help the algorithm.
People are loving the picture of you with the last beer.
Yeah, that picture. And we've posted that before. That's
is-
just
yeah.
always a great picture.
It's just with Cole's weird little shocker hand
Yeah.
thing in the background.
That's a picture, when they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, you could tell the story of me drinking finding the last beer and realizing that we're out of beers at a time when we need more beers.
Yeah.
And then you can show that picture. And you could never explain my feeling, but my face in that picture is Spot on.
Spot on.
And then you go find a garbage barge in the river.
Regrettable.
And they flash lights at you, and then you can't figure out how to leave.
So by the time this comes out, it'll be, what, 3 weeks till the cabin? 2 weeks till the cabin?
It'll be 2 weeks when this comes out.
Fantastic.
Speaking of weeks and time frames that don't make sense, next episode is like the 100th episode or something
like that.
No one really
Nothing
gives a
big.
shit. But if you're in the Rockford area next week, Friday, July 5th, when the episode comes out, around 9 p.m., big air quotes, we're going to pop on down to CJ's in downtown Rockford if you want to come out and have a couple respectable beverages of sorts to celebrate the fact that we've managed to do this.
For 100
We'll
episodes.
be there probably drinking alone because no one's going to show up.
Nope, no one's going to show up. So if you do show up, come buy your dad's a beer. Let us know how good of a job we're doing. Come hang out with us.
100 episodes is absolutely
It's phenomenal.
ridiculous.
For what it is. The fact that this has gone on for 100 episodes.
100 straight weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, knock on this table that we just cleaned.
Yeah, we did some...
Cleaned up the dungeon.
Yeah, we did.
For the first time
I mean,
ever.
2 years almost. We came down here and cleaned up the dungeon. It was well overdue. We have a nice candle going in the background.
Yeah.
It's it looks much more ship-shape around here than one might imagine. Trust me.
It's kind of unsettling. So if this episode isn't good, blame it on the lack of dirt.
Also blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah, blame everything on the alcohol.
Yeah, essentially.
Speaking of blaming things on alcohol, yeah, we didn't make a Patreon. We did a live stream on Twitch.
Yeah, so the live stream went very well. We advertised that we were starting at 7, and we went till about 9. Somehow we played Mortal Kombat for 2 hours and lost
played
time
a lot
in
of
there.
music.
Yeah, played a lot of music.
I whooped
drank
your
a lot of
ass in
beers.
that game.
Yeah.
And I played that game after you left because I've had it for 3 days.
Mhm.
That game fucking sucks.
Does it?
It's one of those where it's like a movie. It takes so long. There's so much
For shit
filler
to
shit,
happen,
and I'm
yeah.
like, I don't care. And you have to play as Johnny Cage's daughter,
Weird.
and then the mom dies immediately. This big spoiler.
Yeah.
Because I was
Thanks
pissed I
a
had
lot,
to play
buddy.
that. Then you hit skip, and then it just drops you into a match, and you're different people. And I was like, this fucking blows. It was much better to play with you.
Well, Mortal Kombat.
we were
one of
touching
those
each other's crotches.
We were sitting very
Underneath the camera.
close.
Yeah, you have to.
We were
It's a
sitting
weird little
so
camera.
close.
No widescreen on that camera, just a little box. We were told it sounded like shit. We don't know.
Remind me, I have a funny little story about the live stream. I want to tell you off camera
Okay.
afterwards.
Just tell us the whole thing, and I'll just bleep it out for several minutes.
And then butthole. And then I said, then I was like, fuck. And then we all ended up having
doing
a
that
good time.
thing.
Keep doing that motherfucking thing. I love.
So yeah, we started drinking at 1 p.m. Yeah, we did a live stream for 2 hours. People popped in, had a lot of good conversations. Thanks for everyone for chiming in. There was a lot of comments. Not a ton of viewers, but a lot of comments.
People just love
It was
talking to us.
fun. And then I went to smoke a cigarette because I was so desperate for one. And then everyone at once was like, did we miss the live stream?
Everyone started hitting us up on Twitter,
Which I
on
mean,
Facebook, on
I
everything.
anticipated our fans to be
Busy
late.
on a Saturday night?
Well, late. Yeah. I don't expect our fans to be busy on a Saturday night.
I don't
Bunch
expect
of
anyone.
big dorks.
I would say I don't expect anybody I keep close company with to be busy on a Saturday night.
But yeah, everyone was a little late to the party, so we just like a bloated old rock band. We walked off stage for a cigarette and then came right back because
and
we
played
need
for
validation.
2 more hours.
2 more hours. Started drinking a lot of liquor.
A lot of liquor. We were drinking some
nowadays.
of that. I guess at this point, 17-year Jameson that was
Yeah.
incredibly smooth. It was
You
so
buy it.
very.
You buy it
smooth.
when it's 12, and then you let it age. I hated that I said that.
Yeah, I also hate that you said that. You fucking douche.
Liquor, baby.
You been to L.A. recently?
We had some Hennessy that just won't ever die.
Yeah, it just won't
it's just
go
getting
away.
weird at this point.
Yeah, I think one of us just needs to bite the bullet and chug the rest of the
I
bottle.
think we had to bring it to the cabin.
It's
It was
amazing.
born at the cabin, and it has to die at the cabin.
Are we gonna throw the bottle in the Mississippi River?
Yeah, but we're gonna put a note in it advertising this podcast.
Do you know how great that would be?
Actually, that would be tight because it has that like perfect cork.
Little popper in
I
the
love
top.
the sound of that pop. I know I'm about to take some Hennessy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should actually do that. And
Oh.
then if someone finds the letter, and then they have to
Yeah.
legally binding.
Yeah,
Let's write the note for your redraw.
Legally binding.
Legally binding. We have a
soft
super
pretzels
podcast.
$5. Get the fuck out of here.
Wish you were her.
You got a butt that just won't quit.
Yeah, so we'll just do that. No one will ever be able to respond. We'll leave the phone number and see what happens.
Well, let's put like some stickers in the bottle. Let's put like some Dapper
Yeah.
Dad stickers and like just write a very hastily drunken note. Maybe leave a Polaroid in there.
Maybe leave a lot of things in there.
Yeah.
T-shirt. That's it.
We all jerk off in the
into
bottle.
It. It's just overflowing. Jesus, guys.
Which one of you guys is shooting huge fat comes out here?
All of us. The cabin. I'm so stress free.
We both shoot loads. Cole shoots a load. Matt just fills up the bottle.
It
We're
just
like,
shoots
good
out.
Lord.
Shoots in and shoots out.
The bottle shatters with the force of his secretions.
We're just walking over with
Broken
pieces of glass covered in cum and a lighter and throwing it in the Mississippi in the daylight. That's when there's people on the beach.
Come on, man! I'm here with my kid.
Bloody cum glass. There's a letter. You should read it if you can see it. It's just all.
Honey, get back on the eliminator. Those crazy men are back.
Timmy, get out of the water. There's bloody cum glass in there. You don't know where it's at. I know where it's at because I stepped in a bunch of it.
New album from Napalm Death, Bloody Cum Glass.
Yeah. Featuring an 8-year-old drummer making you question everything.
That kid
about
is
your
fucking
life.
nuts. I can't even believe that. That kid couldn't even sit on the fucking stool right. He was fucking drumming.
I think the dad had fake legs.
Yeah,
none of this makes
that's
sense
the conspiracy
people,
we're going to start
to
spreading
people
around.
Listening. None of this makes sense.
No.
It's what happens when we're together for an entire weekend just drinking.
Just drinking and watching stupid shit. It turns out we're the only one keeping ridiculousness on the air. As it
Constantly.
Always on.
The amount of ridiculousness the Dad Squad watches is unsettling.
It's ridiculous how much ridiculousness
it's just
we
constantly in the background. Then you're always watching and you're like, do they keep making these?
Well, because what happened is I ended up staying at Drama's place last weekend and was not given a blanket on my first night. I'm gonna drive this point home until I fucking die.
Because I woke up, and the best part, I don't even think I told you. So yeah, I go to bed. It was like 1 something in the morning. We had a couple respectable beers. We were chilling, watching scary videos on YouTube,
which started me on a goddamn spiral that I can't get out of. It is so bad.
And then it was like hot as hell in my house when we got there.
Yeah,
right?
it was so.
We were
both
like,
very
this is
hot.
So I turned it down very cold.
Super
Then
cold.
I went to bed, and I was even in bed under my fat comforter, and I was like, oh, it's very cold. Didn't think anything of it. And then it was one of those things where I woke up, my eyes open, and I was like, oh, I never gave Slim a blanket. And I'm like, there's 2 in the downstairs. He probably found them. I come down. I have a picture I'll post online.
Yeah, post it online. It's
in
great.
your hoodie, just curled up, and I was like, oh, damn, he never found the comforters.
Well, because because your comforter you have downstairs is the exact same color as your chair.
Yeah, when you pointed that out later, I was like, it could be confusing.
Yeah, in the dark with one light in the corner when I'm constantly looking out your windows for like a face just
that was the other thing.
Me.
I was like, oh, I didn't turn the light off. I don't know if he knew where the light switch was. Because, I came down and I was making coffee, and I was like, it's so goddamn bright down here. And I was like, well, the TV's on, the fucking light's on. He didn't get a comforter. Hey, you wanted to come over to my house.
I wasn't complaining. It was a nice.
Then the second night,
it was a very nice.
The second night when we recorded a Patreon that will never
be released.
Then you were like, "Can I get a blanket? I'm going to bed."
Yeah, because by the end of it, I was just like, "Good God!"
Like, we drank for 11 hours, and then we tried to record a Patreon.
Yeah,
it's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Being drunk and recording an episode is smart, but there's a window. As with drinking, there's a window. There's a window for
everything. Yeah, because eventually,
and then that window closes and it's locked, and they put pennies in it, and they board up the outside.
And then they put storm shutters up, and then they board up the outside, and they put a big sign that says "No Dapper Dads Allowed," but it's S, so we're like, well, one of us can come in, right?
So yeah, that's
I'm trying to throw you under the bus so I can get some goddamn heat.
Yeah. So that's that's how that works out. So we'll make a drunk Patreon in the future. So get in while the getting's good.
Yeah,
because the price is going up.
Yeah,
we'll say that much.
Yeah, we'll if you're grandfathered in, you're grandfathered in. But those.
But you better get on it.
The economy's getting rough, baby. Avocados are getting expensive.
We need money
for avocados.
Me too. Remember that? Remember the things we used to say?
Life's getting dark. Full government
Forgot
name.
about that one. Yeah, that one still exists. That should exist because I'm making a thing that needs that to still exist.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to come out with a line of T-shirts that are all the things we stopped saying.
All of our old slogans.
Aesthetic.
Aesthetic, good Lord. I can't remember the last time we screamed that on the show.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're old and bitter by the time we get to 100, I feel like. We've lost
come and go.
We've lost all of our boyish charm. We don't necessarily, have any type of, hope or joy left.
Our problem is we latch onto things obsessively for a short short period of time.
That's just ADD behavior.
You know how it is.
Oh, keep it away from me. The only person,
No, it's coming back.
the only person I want to hear do the Ray voice anymore is Cole, but that's just because it's a whole weird different monster
and he didn't
entirely.
call and leave it on the voicemail.
Which means I know he didn't listen to the episode because he
What
was
a piece of
getting
shit.
fucking stupid at Bonnaroo.
Yeah, when you should have brought a Bluetooth speaker and played it for people at Bonnaroo.
Yeah,
what a fucking horrible
Yeah,
friend,
you're really good
soulmate,
at you're really good at keeping up with
iconic
us.
religious figure.
Yeah, good God. When are we getting the pamphlets for the Young Kurd religion?
Pamphlets.
Pamphlets. Aubrey Pablo.
You're not gonna reset. Oh fuck.
Oh fuck what?
It just said we're about to restart, and then I went to click on it, and it ran away.
You don't.
It's finally the electronics are
They're
taking
fine.
it back.
Yeah, the electronics are like 100 episodes. Fuck this.
Not if I can do anything. Let's schedule the restart. All right, let's schedule it
for 15 minutes from now. Really just fuck everything up.
Yeah.
Just fuck up the whole thing.
Let's get to the end of it.
Yeah, let's get to the very end before we can save it and then have the computer restart.
Perfect.
Did you get the videos off your phone this week, you fucking idiot?
That one, okay, can eat my fucking whole fucking every
Dick,
part of
butt, and your bare butt, back, and balls.
Bare butt, back, and balls after nothing, after sweating. Because that one wasn't even because the fucking storage is full. So if this one doesn't work, I'm going to break my phone. People don't understand. I feel like we've got 4 people that religiously watch the YouTube videos,
and I know one of them.
And they say that like that's the best experience, which I agree. Go watch the videos, but play this in the background. You know what? We need more of you guys reaching out to your friends and family. Word of mouth, spread this thing. 100 episodes. This needs to.
Yeah,
we need to light this fire.
Yeah.
So tell your friends. Play the YouTube videos on your TV when you go out for the day. When you head to work, load them up, play them all. Play the podcast all the time.
You only get like
numbers.
8 or 9 episodes deep, if that.
Yeah,
if you're sitting there letting it just run on your TV.
So play it on the background all the time. But I know people
let us be a part of your home experience.
I know people hate when the video cuts out. Also, because we never preface it, and you're watching, and then it hits 53 minutes, and it's just gone. And I'm sorry, but you don't understand that shit. I've learned that it's called fragmented video file.
Interesting choice of words, makes sense, but it still sounds
because
jarring.
if the shit runs out of space and it cuts it, then like the video file is only 7 seconds. This is something that literally drives me crazy. I was in talks with the support, and they're like, that doesn't happen, and I'm like, I know it does.
That doesn't
and they're
happen.
like, why are you recording such a long video? And then they're like, send us the video so we can fix it. And I'm like, I've learned this, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, and then I found a program. Because I learned this word, this fragmented video file. It made a lot of sense what I was reading. I'm like, yeah, that seems to be what I'm working with.
Yeah.
So I found a program that only does 20% of the video as a demo.
Okay.
And then it's like $35, which I was like, at this point, if I can buy something for $30 or more, that just never
work.
If this ever happens, I don't have to deal with it. So I let this program run for fucking ever. And then it shows me the video file, and it's like a creepy, like, horror movie VHS. It's all like green and pink and like us like black. And I'm like, how does it work? What I have to do is put it in this is stupid, and I hate that I'm saying it, but I'm pissed. I have to put it in like a fucking like Adobe After Effects, re-render it for 16 hours. For 16 hours in the background while my computer's making that fan noise that it sounds like it's gonna pick up and fly out the window.
Sounds like an OG PS4 trying to load Red Dead Redemption 2.
And then, I have to let it run forever, and then it exists. So if I can re-render the video, it's there. So the information's there. So the fact that I got this crazy fragmented video file of different colors. So I'm sorry that you're a little upset that your viewing experience is tampered with from time to time.
But if you understand the stress my boy is under over here.
There's so many deadlines we're not meeting with everything.
The time, constantly.
I think of things I have to work on, and you have that little panic attack because there's just so much shit.
Yeah, you just think about not doing any of it because you don't even know where to start.
Oh my God, I can't do this. Yeah, because we've got a big thing coming very soon. And if you're in the Patreon, you're going to get a little, let's say, a little wet taste.
Say a little wet taste.
Little wet taste. I'm sorry. Oh my God. What a monster. I've ruined Slim, finally. My beefy cock didn't do it before. All right, he's gone. So let's say, oh, fuck. No, stop. You're going to break the video, and it's going to take 16 hours in the background. If it happens again, I was so close this week to just being like, fuck it. You guys don't get the video. But then I made a reference to a brand new unreleased Dapper Dad shirt coming soon.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Question mark, maybe.
Italics.
New Dapper Dad's merch minutes away.
Yeah, it's coming hot off the presses that we don't own. So yeah, there's shit in the proverbial pipeline.
That new Kanye West album coming out, Yapper Yads.
Yeah, Yapper Yads. Aubrey Plops. That's a Patreon bonus.
Aubrey Plobba.
It's a little Patreon Easter egg.
Still, give me a little bit of that Aubrey Plobba.
Give me a little bit of that Aubrey Plobba,
baby. That's a real nice Carlos Santana song you got there. That's real smooth.
I'm Rob Thomas's son. I didn't know when to bring it up. Yeah, that's why I always say he's mysterious, because he's never been in my life.
Maybe you should just be mysterious.
To him or to the world?
The world.
I think I'm mysterious to the world.
I don't think we're mysterious anymore.
People would be very surprised.
Oh yeah, there's things about us that would surprise people. Yeah, I feel like if people saw our normal everyday life, they would be like, "Wow, this is how you live."
Interested at all? It'd be very boring.
Yeah,
it's not a constant party, despite what we try to portray and make.
I fear by the time this gets like as huge as it's inevitably going to get, we're going to be too old to party the way that we advertise.
Yeah, and then everywhere we go, people are going to be like, just doing a shot together. And I'm going to be like, Ray, shut the fuck up.
Listen, Ray.
You can't do shots.
You can't do shots.
You get grabby when you drink liquor.
You're 64 years old. Hey, I can still party, guys.
I just poured
a bunch of liquor down that guy's pants.
Yeah, we know that guy.
Yeah, we know that
We know that bloated corpse that we bring everywhere.
He was begging me to do it.
I heard the spirit of his dead body.
Yeah, I just really like the idea of us hauling his corpse around on like a dolly.
Yeah, I think we've been over this.
What?
I think we've been over everything. Is that the new catchphrase?
Yeah, I think we've said that already. I think we've been over this.
I think I've been over this whole thing for. Let's see, what was the last episode I was really fond of? 52?
36, I think.
Oh, yeah, 52 was the 1 year, so that's definitely when I checked out.
Yeah, I've been over this for a minute.
Yeah. And now we're under it. We're under the pressure.
Under it, and as soon as all the pressure builds up, we're going to come in hot and fast for season 3. It's going to be great.
Yeah, season. You always say seasons.
I don't know. Some people call, because I have people like talk to me about the show and they refer to it as seasons.
Yeah, we're not a serial podcast.
No,
we don't work in seasons. Although I've also been going through a nightmare of iTunes, our wonderful overlords that we respect, changing the number format. So I had to edit the title of every single episode we've ever put out.
Good Lord.
So I've been
busy.
Looking forward to death.
Yeah. As we all are.
As we're all waiting for the impending doom. I was also on the internet. We both have a Twitter thing that we want to talk about. We don't know what it is, but I'm really hoping it's going to be the same thing.
Rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to talk about their Twitter thing first.
I fucking hate this.
I know you do. That's why I like doing it. Best out of 3, 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, go.
I was unsure about what I was going to do
respectable. I just saw it in your hand. I was like, is this motherfucker going to throw something and then throw something else completely like a child at me?
I'm going to throw a child at you.
Okay. All right, you go first.
Yeah! Running butthole challenge.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Good Lord. What is the running butthole challenge?
If you had to guess, you want to throw something out there?
Well, saying as how you phrased it to me as running, I don't know if it's like running butthole or run in butthole.
Running butthole challenge.
I assume it's something where your asshole is out and you have to run.
Yeah, you want to elaborate on that?
I think I can you spare me the medical mumbo jumbo, doc? You're gonna have your butt out and you're gonna run.
What it is, from what I've seen.
Say, mine's dark and creepy. Mine has nothing to do with buttholes.
I mean, buttholes are dark and creepy.
You're not wrong. I'll give you that.
Almost exclusively.
I don't want to harp on it, but I definitely think dark. Topical.
Fuck, I can't. I'm gonna have
a real stroke this time.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll have.
I don't know what I would do
if we get 5 more of these catchphrases out. I'm gonna shit myself.
Okay.
Running butthole
Life's getting
challenge. You said that one.
I'll say it again till you shit your pants.
No, they have to be new.
I don't think we have any
No,
anymore.
you got to scrape the barrel.
Bucket hands.
That was what I was thinking.
Yeah, we're on that weird mental link now.
Yeah, I know.
Only took 100 straight weeks of seeing your ass.
Yeah, my ass. I show it to you before every
Yeah,
episode.
you and your running butthole.
Yeah. So speaking of the devil that is a running butthole, I've specifically seen it with gay male porn stars, which I found
Exclusively?
primarily. I found the term. I didn't find it from watching gay porn. I don't like to get into their real life. I just like to see the work, and we wash our hands of the whole thing. No, what it is, yeah, I've only seen it with men, and I guess a lot of them are gay porn stars. But what it is so a phone is like propped up like this. And then a lot of them have like shorts on.
Okay.
I seen one guy just dong out, very uneventful dong. So then I was happy. You know what I mean? If I got to see a penis, I'd like it to be small. So I feel better.
I would say just like not
small to average.
if it's a little bigger than mine, whatever. I get there's like
I don't want to see
size
like a freaky.
Yeah, I don't want to see any like fucking.
That also ruins.
I don't
want
to see any fucking baby's arm grabbing
But I don't
an
want.
apple.
Yeah,
That
I don't want to
scare
see
the
a
fuck out of
big
me.
old thing make me feel
That
bad.
reminds me of something somebody sent me this week that I have to talk about on the show.
Let's go.
Let's just
So
get
yeah,
this
what
pulled
it
up
is.
quickly.
Well, you need to listen to this. 'cause
I'm
I need
listening to the gay
You're
butthole.
never. I know you're always listening. You're like, if I put it to my ear, I
I'm
can
the
hear
gay
the ocean.
I'm the gay butthole whisperer. I'm like a mix of Jackson Galaxy and the dog whisperer, except it's exclusively male porn stars' buttholes.
So
No more buttholes 2019.
oh fuck, I'm about to shit.
Yeah, you're gonna shit yourself.
So the phone is propped up. I've read that people are holding it or they have it hold up. So then the person is in
what
front of
seems
you.
to be the more effective thing, having the phone sitting there or having them hold it?
I would assume someone holding it, but it's got to be a third party holding it.
Okay, a third party.
Yeah, because a bunch of people are watching.
I was gonna say,
As I said
who's
it, I
the
was
sec-
like, wait,
I was like, so
how
wait,
many
there's
parties
two
are there?
people involved?
Yeah, someone's just watching.
Is this a solo act or is this a group thing?
I've read from people tweeting it without the video. People like, hey, I had to hold my phone while my boyfriend did the running butthole challenge. But it looks like other people just have them propped up. But after I explain how it works, I feel like it would be better if someone was holding it or more efficient. I don't know. So what it is, yeah. A person presents themselves. They run at the phone, jump into the air, tuck their legs like up close to their head, pull their pants down, and basically get your asshole on the camera.
I saw something like this.
Yeah,
I saw
I'd
the
seen
video.
it.
The video was like what my toilet sees after
Yeah,
I eat Taco
that's the
Bell.
first one I've
and I was
seen.
like, oh my god,
I think that's what
the precision on that one.
I think
was
that's what
terrifying.
started it. I think that's the jump off one. I keep reading about this girl that did it, but then it's a porn star, and then I kept finding a lot of those weird fake
If we're
porn
just all
star
being, I don't want to
Twitters.
see anyone's butthole. Like
I don't want to see it, but I watched a couple of these, and it does take
some
effort.
Well,
Yeah.
because think about the camera on your cell phone. Like it's just this. Like what is that? A centimeter wide?
Oh yeah.
Like so.
I feel like I could
What do you think the average circumference of a butthole is?
like an inch or two, 6 inches.
Ugh. Just, yeah,
It's
'cause
like
we're
you're gonna
talking
catch a football out of
it's
the
like
air.
it's like a personal small pan pizza that
Yeah.
you used to get at the Taco
Yeah,
Bell
that's
Pizza
how I'm
Huts
gonna
before
eat
they
it.
got rid of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, I'd say it's like
You're
that.
gonna cut
it's
it
like
into
the
four
okay
little
symbol,
slices.
right? It's like a butthole, maybe a little smaller.
I'd say
Depends
a
on the
little.
person.
I'd say.
Yeah, the
'cause
ones you're
I've
seeing are
seen
small, but yours is huge.
I've seen some
You know what I mean?
tiny looking buttholes.
Oh, yeah, I've seen some
I've
little
seen some
tiny-
buttholes where
Some
I'm like,
buttholes where you're like, nothing.
how do you shit out of
Yeah,
that?
that's not even an
And
orifice.
it's a tiny toilet for farts. It's a tiny butthole just for farts.
I mean, that is the dream. But yeah, so you run and tuck and get your butthole as close as you can. And some
Yeah.
of these are like spot on.
Precise,
I
yeah.
want to do it. It looks like it's on a bed.
I will not be a part of
It's
this.
going to be sent to you immediately. I don't know who
You're
the
gonna
fuck
send
you
me
think.
all the outtakes.
Yeah.
As you jumping in your head. Fuck.
God damn it.
Your dog just
Torment.
terrified looking
And
in the
then
background of all of them.
The successful one, the phone is like just like cuts my asshole
Just
open or
shatters.
something. Yeah. But
Because you got to think of the G-force that you got to use when you're
oh
jumping
yeah,
through the air.
and these
you
are
know?
some fit men. Let me tell you what.
Because I mean, you're like what, 180, 190, somewhere around there.
somewhere around there.
Yeah, so like 190
phone,
pounds
yeah.
of G-force going into
Well,
a
I
phone
just want to
butthole
go.
first.
I just want to go into the T-Mobile store and be like, "Oh, I broke my phone." Yeah, and it smells like shit.
And
Yeah,
it
have you
looks-
heard of the running butthole challenge?
Yeah, this looks shattered,
just
and
say
it looks like
I
there's
was-
pieces of butthole in the glass.
Let's just say I was pretty successful. Also, you're gonna need someone to mop up the floor.
Also, you were gonna probably want to. I should have said this before you picked up the phone, but you're gonna want some gloves.
Yeah, You should have got some gloves. I wouldn't cut yourself because I've been bleeding on that, and let's just say our blood shouldn't mix.
I've been bleeding on it, and I've been getting shit on there, and I still think there's some glass in my anus. I need a new phone so I can call 911 and go to the hospital.
I need a new phone so I can do it again because I'm like, you want to see the video? I'm super close.
So close.
I didn't realize they made the backs of phones
the
glass now, too. Is everything just glass?
The guy's watching it. He's like, oh, running butthole challenge. Let me show you mine. Shows you a perfect one from like across the T-Mobile store.
No, I was going to say, does it in person on a demo phone? But he just
yeah, check out how good the camera on this phone is. Does a running butthole challenge.
iPhone XR S2. You're like, what?
280 FPS with 8K video.
He does it. He does like a Dukes of Hazzard slide against the car, but it's his asshole sliding against the
counter, going right up to the phone.
No, just against the top of the phone, like he's grinding on it, like a tech deck, but it's your butthole.
I like to think this is like that that video guy I was mentioning last weekend at your house, where it's the juggalo jumping on the tables and shit. Where he's like, "This is for my juggalos and juggalettes," and jumps on a bunch of fucking thumbtacks, butthole first. Except it's a bunch of glass and an iPhone XR that he jumps on, butthole first. Most perfect running butthole you've ever seen in your entire life. Makes you convert to a new religion.
Do you think you could do the running butthole challenge?
Absolutely not. I don't think. I think I've got too much like loose skin and flab around my legs.
Your balls, you mean?
Specifically, all the loose skin on my balls on a hot, humid day. I'm going to Texas next week, and I've been looking at the forecast indicator, and I am. It's 96, but feels like 112 with 54% humidity, though. So I'm like, I don't know how I feel about all this.
You're gonna be a different person.
I'm gonna be
Everything's bigger in Texas, though.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
Find some big fat dicks.
Well, my sister was telling, because my sister's been down there like several different times, so she knows like all the good places to go for like food and stuff like that. And I guess they opened up a all vegan bar. And she was like, I'm definitely going to take you there. And I was like, sweet, I'm going to get drunk at a vegan bar. And then she texts me and goes, we're not going to the vegan bar. I'm like, why? You're afraid I'm going to get too drunk or something? She goes, no, it is the hottest gay night spot in Austin, as it turns out. And I'm like, so let's fucking go. Yeah, what's wrong with that?
You're going to get free drinks.
Yeah, I'm going to get so many free drinks.
Are you a bear or a twink now? You were a bear.
I was definitely
I don't know
bear.
what.
I would say I think I'm too big to be a twink, because twinks are like small.
But I don't know if you're big enough to be a bear.
Am I an otter?
What is that?
You don't, okay, so like otters are like, so like bears.
You have a big floppy tail.
Yeah, it's my balls.
I know.
No, I'm a beaver, actually.
Yeah, that's what, see, I was thinking, I was going to say, do you make dams? Or do you just make guys go, damn?
Damn.
I'm a beaver because I make guys go, damn.
I make guys go, damn, that's a little dick. Damn, is it even in me?
Damn, those big teeth.
Damn, you came already?
Bit my dick.
So like bears are like the big chubby ones, but like otters,
hairy, I believe.
Yeah, otters are like sleek and like thin, but I still feel like I have too. I feel like I have too much of a belly to be an otter, though.
I think you got to carry around a picture. You're a reformed bear. You show a picture of yourself and you say you're becoming an otter. Bear to otter is crazy.
Yeah, bear.
You don't see that type of transformation.
You usually see otter to bear.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Are we both otters then? Because I would gander to say that we have similar builds now. I'm taller and I'm a bit lankier.
Yeah, you're freakish.
Yeah, I'm freakishly lanky.
You're freakish dimensions.
I had a doctor think I had.
You have people text about how you have high-waisted pants.
Yeah, I do.
When they see you
yeah, coward. Why don't you go ahead and text us back? We know you listen to this fucking show. So whoever you were, and you messaged us when we were in Minneapolis talking about my high-waisted pants.
Yeah. They were very high.
When I was in Minneapolis and you were talking to me about my high-waisted pants, let me know your identity, coward. I don't respect cowards who blur out pieces of text messages.
Yeah, we need to know who both parties of that were.
Yeah, quite frankly.
Also, if you see us in public, say what's up. Don't text or tweet or something later. Don't stand there pointing at me to where I feel like, is this person going to stab me?
Yeah.
That's what my mind goes to before they respect
because if
what
I don't
do.
know who you are and you recognize
there's
me,
just a guy looking at me from across
I'm
the
like,
bar.
this dude's nuts and he's going to kill me.
They're nudging, talking to another guy, and I'm like,
I'm like, they're going to jump me or they're going to try to fuck me.
And then they come up and they come... That's the new bell.
Yeah. Giant, heavy, weird jewel thing. Badong.
Yeah, because if you come up to me at a bar after pointing and talking, and you're like, hey, big fan, I've already broken the bottle on the table, and I'm ready to
I have
stab.
also broken the bottle on the table.
And we weren't even drinking bottles.
No, and I've lit a cigarette in my mouth, and I'm not even a cigarette smoker, but just so I can spit it in your face right before I punch you, that's a boss move.
We're drinking bottles of Natter Days, and if we have to break those after we carefully crafted them over one weekend...
you think I respect you? No, I fucking hate your guts if I'm wasting Natter Days.
Yeah, so just say what's up, because it's creepy and weird.
Yeah.
And if you want to fight me, then say what's up.
Just
I'm
say
gonna
you want to fight.
you.
Yeah, just let me know. I'm down
Let's
to
just
tussle
all
anytime.
be very transparent.
Yeah.
Don't text us and say someone's looking at you because it throws the whole night off.
As of the
and
time
then when
of-
I'm dancing with a bunch of gay guys in a bowling alley later,
And
I feel uncomfortable.
Matt and I had to leave because we were uncomfortable with what you two were doing out on the dance floor.
I was not starting anything, but
I'll give you
I'll
that.
finish anything.
Yeah, you'll finish whatever.
That man wants to grab me. We can get to grabbing, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win.
Yeah, you.
I'll suck that guy's dick just to prove a point.
Well, you said it, not me.
That one, when I turned around and I was dancing, those two men were making out hard. I was like, "This is
Hey, good for them, though.
Yeah,
you know?
it's beautiful, but
It's
also,
beautiful that we're in a culture that
you
accepts
turn around
that
and
now.
it's just happening. I'm like,
yeah.
all right, I guess I'm gonna go home with these guys now. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm curious.
Yeah, at a certain point,
Curiosity made me suck that guy's dick.
Yeah, at a certain
Nothing
point.
to do with a cat.
Yeah, at a
quite
certain-
the opposite.
Quite the opposite.
Dog tails.
Yeah, they said dog tails.
Dog
You're gonna have to
tails.
shit yourself soon.
We haven't established dog tails.
It looks
enough,
like
but
sounds
I'd
like we're
to.
establishing it right
All
now.
right, so now it's
just a
dog
bunch of
tails.
dog tails in this burrito.
Everything's dog tails.
This coffee is just liquidated dog tails.
Yeah, from a little fat boy.
The little fat boy gave us these hands. They're just made out of dog tails, filled with dog tails. The glitter conspiracy, they're putting them in dog tails.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, everyone go fuck yourselves. I swear to God. If I get one more submission
This
going,
is just us being angry before 100 episodes.
yeah, we're getting all the anger out so
stress
we can bring
building.
you a nice 100th episode. But God damn it, stop sending us things that clearly have glitter in them for the love of God.
Clearly have glitter, or
You
everyone.
people don't listen to instructions. You people just don't.
Clearly.
You people just don't fucking listen.
That's why there's not enough iTunes 5-star reviews.
That's why there's not enough
And
anything
also,
we ask for.
why does everyone think we're just replacing a product with glitter? That
Yeah.
seems like the most
Everyone
inefficient
seems
way.
to think-
cheaper things.
Che-
glitter,
much
and like
cheaper.
we were just talking about. Glitter, you get like a little bit of glitter, and you'll find it in your house for years.
Yeah.
so you can't hide
There
it.
was something in my house the other day that had glitter all over it, and now I am literally finding it on every piece of furniture that I own. It's on my couch. It's on the pillows on my couch.
It was that stripper.
It's in the.
I brought that stripper
It's
over
in the
when you weren't
crease.
home.
Yeah, and you covered her in glitter like an asshole.
She showed up covered in glitter.
Well, then I need to find her manager and yell at him.
Did I ever tell the story about when that stripper licked my face?
No.
Really?
I don't recall it.
I probably have. I can't imagine in almost 100 episodes I haven't said this.
I don't recall this episode. I don't recall this thing at
I don't
all.
recall this episode either.
I'm not going to
I don't
recall
recall
this
episode.
I don't recall any episodes for what it's worth.
In
What-
20 minutes, I won't recall much of this.
we have a podcast? A stripper licked your face.
I don't think so. Yeah, so the first time I went to a strip club was like, I don't know.
The
long time ago.
the prominent strip club story I remember from you is the one you got lost in.
Yeah. That was the Drunk Tales episode. I think the second one.
Yeah,
maybe.
Drunk
yeah,
Tales
that's
two-ish.
that's one probably one of my best stories I'll ever have. So if you haven't heard that one, go listen to it. But no, the first time I went to a strip club, it was with my buddy and these girls I knew, and then they knew a bunch of people who were going. It was Diamond Gyms in Wisconsin.
Bless up
whatever the
Diamond
fuck.
Gyms.
Shout out Diamond Gyms. If you haven't been to a strip club, first thing that you'll notice when you go in is it's far more awkward than you had anticipated.
Oh yeah, always.
Incredibly.
Always awkward. Unless you go into Tiger Tail and you run into that angel of a bouncer.
The bouncer. I don't remember.
The guy at the door who was like really fun.
Oh yeah, that old guy. I feel like he's
Yeah.
the owner. He's the proprietor.
Well, then at least he's putting on a good face for
Yeah.
the front, you know.
He knows what he wants.
Cracking jokes, patting you down, squeezing your balls a little,
Yeah,
making
getting
sure
you ready.
making sure you're nice and fluffed for the girls.
Yeah, you don't want to be walking in there with a shrimp cocktail.
Oh God,
You don't want to eat in the strip club.
As somebody who cares very much about women's rights, the weirdest thing that happened to me at Tiger
Except
Tails.
for when you're screaming at a strip club.
I've
Bitch!
never screened bitch in a strip club. I will
You just
say
have a
that on
stripper
the show.
lay on top of you weirdly while you're kind of sitting
Well,
and look uncomfortable.
well, the first time, hey, first of all, that is none of your business, private, and a good idea. Okay,
I can't agree with that last point.
yeah, speak for yourself. Different strokes for different goats, I guess.
Yeah, that's what you were trying to pay for, and they were like, "No farm animals," and they pointed, and you were like, "Is that a lawnmower giveaway?"
Is that
And
a
it
lawnmower
was.
giveaway?
They were
And it
giving away a
was.
lawnmower.
And then I got kicked out of the strip club because the dancer wasn't doing what I wanted, and I said, "Oh, look, they have talking farm animals here," and then they ejected me immediately from the premises.
Just that is a real thing that we went to Tiger Tail Strip Club where they keep their clothes on because it's Illinois.
Yeah.
And they were giving away a lawnmower that was hung up on the wall and you could win, which that's gotta That's got to fuck some guys up. Some older guys. The wife doesn't know you're at the strip club. You come home with a lawnmower.
Where did you get this from?
Yeah, because honestly, if you come home with a lawnmower and someone's like, "Where'd you get your lawnmower from?" And you're like, "Oh, strip club giveaway."
No one's
that
gonna
already
believe.
sounds fake.
It sounds fake.
So
as
now you
shit.
got to think of another fake.
You got to think of like a weird lie that sounds normal.
Farm and Fleet giveaway.
A guy in the parking lot of a gas station just left it there.
Good deal on mowers. We don't need another mower. You keep spending money on Friday nights when you go out to the bar.
Why do you smell like a whorehouse? Why do you know what a whorehouse smells like?
Why is this lawnmower covered in glitter?
Why aren't you?
It's a big glitter conspiracy.
See, listen to the Dapper Dads.
That's the conspiracy is we go to strip clubs, men, and then you go home and you say, no, it's just a big glitter conspiracy.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make any sense because you're drunk and so horny.
So very horny.
Aggressively
And
horny.
then she's mad at you, so she's not going to put out. So you got to do that weird, aggressive
So
drunk
you drive
jerk-off.
back to Tiger Tail and
And
they're closed, but you're trying to flag down some of the scraggler.
And they got that bouncer standing outside because of guys like you who come into the club.
They're walking the women out to the car.
Just the most uncomfortable thing I've heard in a strip club was the first time we went to Tiger Tails, and the girl was leading some dude back to the VIP area, and he was clearly like,
Gross.
Gross, yeah. But like a weird, like the best way I can phrase it is like a young beta male. Like he just looked like he was weird, you know?
Oh yeah, I think I remember who you're talking about.
Yeah, and then I heard him go, "Are we gonna fuck in the VIP room?" And I was like, "You've never even heard of a strip club, have you?"
You can't touch the strippers. There's a Chris Rock song about it.
Hey, nothing but respect for strippers, though. I respect strippers.
Get that money, girl. But yeah, my story. So yeah, I went to the strip club first time naked. Got some expensive beers to take the edge off. And then we finally went up and sat right at the stage. This one was even more like, you're right up there.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, some people I don't know that's in this party of people. The two girls I know, me and my buddy. Or no, it's my buddy and me, because this girl's up there. She's fine looking. My buddy goes, "How long do you think it will take to see a butthole?" The girl bends over and spreads her cheeks right in front of his face. She must have heard it. And he pointed like inches away and he goes, "There it is." And then, so I'm trying to figure out the dollar thing. You know what I mean? There's different ways. I still don't know what I'm doing.
No.
So put $1.
Will someone please take us to a strip club and show us how to do the dollar on the nose thing for the love of God?
I don't want that.
I
because
want that.
What I'm about to say.
I want baby wipes in the car for afterwards, but I want to do it. You could say that about a lot of things now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's just a smart investment.
You know what? Dad tip, just start keeping a pack of baby wipes in the car. Even if you don't have kids.
Strippers, wings.
Dirty cables you have to wipe down before you do something because somebody keeps spilling beers all over them. Shout out Greg.
So yeah, I'm sitting down there. I put the $1 down. She picks it up with her butt or something. And then she turns around and looks at me, and she reaches down, grabs my shirt, stretches it out. We're already off to a bad start. Pulls me up. I stand up, and she goes, "You're a baby. Have you ever been to a strip club before?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "Oh, I love first-timers." Then real close, leans into my ear and whispers, "Don't be afraid to get erect." And I said, "For what?" And then she licked my entire face. And then she put my face in her greasy, glittery boobs.
I was going to say, is it assumed that would make me erect?
Pushed me down to sit, and I felt filthy.
I feel violated if I like that.
I didn't know someone could just lick my face.
Yeah.
I work under the assumption that any place I go, no one's just going to lick my face.
Even a strip club.
Yeah.
Where things of that nature happen.
There's nowhere. If there was a store that said...
Imagine going to Farm and Fleet just to get a respectable pair of overalls.
And win a lawnmower.
And you go up to the counter to check out. The old cashier grabs you, pulls you in and goes, "I love first timers. Don't be afraid to get erect." And then licks your whole face and then shoves your face in their greasy Farm and Fleet boobs? Has that ever happened to you?
Even if there was a storefront and the sign said, "People will lick your face here," and I enter, I'm still not thinking people are going to lick my face.
I'm like, oh, that's a funny name for a store. As I'm watching people
get
get orally violated on their face.
It was insane. And then the audacity to just be out here licking people's faces.
Because first of all, you don't know where people come from. Because like I tend to think, and maybe this is just the weird, doesn't like being a human side of me. I tend to think that we as a friend group, we're fairly cleanly. I think some of us are more cleanly than others.
We have different problems, but yeah, overall.
Right. I think generally, like, you and me and Matt tend to be very cleanly.
Okay,
for the
let's
most
get
part.
very specific.
I'm gonna single him out. I know how many days
That
he
other
goes.
person.
I know how many days he goes in between bathing. Sometimes, I stalk him.
Yeah.
He's my boyfriend.
You also are you always go, when you don't shower in a hotel, you go, I'm the one who doesn't need to shower, which I find offensive.
Well, because I always shower at like odd times. I noticed. Because like
yeah, if you want to call jerking off in the bathroom while you think everyone's asleep showering, then yeah, we're all showering all the time.
Shh. Don't be afraid to get wrecked.
I am. I'm so scared.
Terrified.
I don't know because that's one of those things where you look back because I literally just said for what?
Well, yeah,
because
for what?
And I'm guessing.
Well, because like I tend to think of us as like fairly cleanly dudes. We shower regularly. We wear deodorant. We wash our clothes. So like the idea of just licking a stranger's face. Because like generally I'm gonna go
midnight.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say dudes at midnight in a strip club are not the most cleanly people in the entire world.
The one thing I've learned, because I look like a child, despite the fact that I'm about to be 53, is that people at a strip club, if you look young, they're all over you.
Yeah.
This is the hierarchy in a strip club. Here's a solid real dad tip. Bring a girl with you because the strippers want to fuck with the girls because
Always.
they're not creepy, they're not gross.
Yeah.
They're comforting because literally that night, old weird dudes, this was where when we walked in, there was a 300-pound man, I'm assuming, in just overalls.
Hell
no
yeah.
shirt, sitting in the back.
Underwear?
I would guess.
We
I would
pray
guess
to God.
not. I would guess not.
But we're gonna say for the sake of argument that we hope.
But he had the money, so you see how it works. So girls are going up
It's
there.
awful.
But guys, creepy, weird, shy guys were giving the girls I was with money because then you see, like, they were lifting these girls' shirts up and, like, licking their stomachs, and it gets really hot for that. And then if you're a young, attractive man that has some money, even if you don't have money, like, you look young, you're not 45, talking about pussy loudly in the back.
I saw a weird like compilation this artist did on the internet earlier this week where they did like grotesque drawings of like people in strip clubs. Yeah. And like it made me realize like I almost never want to go to a strip club again.
That's what I mean. In my head is rap video strip clubs.
Yeah.
And
it's never the
not
case.
That.
It's
never
creepy
the case. Old dudes.
Hear about the Migos stripper bowl where they threw out like $500,000 in singles?
Yeah, they just had that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you put tape on the bottom of your shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
that's a dad move.
There's a lot of crazy strip club things, but yeah, that was just a weird night. And then the one guy that was in our party just kept screaming America. And then I threw my bank receipt for that one girl that was making her ass clap on the stage because there's like
your negative balance bank receipt.
Yeah, because the ATM fees are steep.
They're ridiculous.
And I might have not had a job at the time. I don't recall. But yeah, because there's girls who just get up there and just kind of dance, and then there's girls who are strippers.
Oh, so don't talk about Paris that
their
way.
ass clap in different ways.
I'll still the day I found out that pole spins and not them though.
Yeah, you told me that, and I hated you.
Yeah, it's hard.
Don't take the mystery.
I can't be the only one who lives with that heartbreak.
The fog?
The fog. The too much goddamn fog. And you can taste when it's old fog. We've got.
Because I've never been to another strip club that's like that.
Yeah, that was.
Tiger Tail's trying to cover something else.
They're trying to cover the cockroaches up. That's what they're trying to do.
So they're trying to cover a lot.
Trying to cover up all the C-section scars and bullet wounds on the girls.
Yeah, but yeah, go to a strip club, get your face licked, and then just think about
that is horrific.
They'll be putting the dollars in their mouth. That's grosser than licking a stranger's face. Yeah. Would you rather lick a stranger's face or put a dollar bill in your mouth on your tongue? You can choose both too if you want.
Okay, both. Hell yeah, both.
I want to lick a face and then a dollar bill.
But I get to pick the face that I
no.
like. Oh,
stranger.
God damn it. But I get to pick the stranger.
Okay, so there's 10 strangers in a room. None of them are appealing.
Fuck.
Yeah, you don't get to. Yeah, you're not licking a nice face. Lick a random face or lick a dollar bill.
Can it at least be a girl's face?
No.
It's got to be a man's face?
Yeah, but there's no stubble. It's a smooth face. But it's a man, and you don't know what they've been up to. And you got to really lick it.
As somebody who used to handle money a lot, I'm going to go ahead and say the face just because I've seen...
money's fucking gross.
Money's fucking dirtier than cell phones and beards and toilet seats combined.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I'm always putting my money on my cell phone in the toilet, and I'm making a guy pick it up with his beard.
And he's doing but his beard's alive and it looks really freaky, but he won't let me see what's underneath the beard, so I think it's animatronics and it's fake. If you think that this is real,
please contact me.
Before I show you number one.
Follow me on Instagram at
Watch my rap
Chills
videos.
is alive. What's your Twitter thing?
Mine's just weird and creepy as a thing I found. Mine's mine's no jumping
We're in
butthole
a
challenge.
Yeah, we're in a butthole stripper lick face scenario, and you're gonna bring it down. Let's do it. Let's crash this.
Hell yeah, let's crash it. So it's something I found as I was going through my creepy video loophole that I've been going through. And it's a Twitter account. Oh, well, first of all, if we're just going to stay on the butthole thing for a minute here.
Yeah, let's just stay on buttholes for a minute.
Let me just go ahead and show this off. I was tagged in this on Facebook from a fan of the show, and it was that one fan who keeps sending us things that I don't think that they should be sending us. And someone just said, for the Dapper Dads. So I'm not sure what the... Oh, yeah, it is what it looks like. We'll go ahead and throw this up somewhere promotionally this
I don't know
week.
if we can. I like the unidentified pop can.
Cut it into the video really quick.
No, that's too much work.
It is a extra large Tyrannosaurus sex dildo. And this thing basically...
It's next to a pop can that's a third of the size?
You know, that's an accurate measurement. I'm going to go ahead and say it's a third
I know how
of
to
it.
measure Tyrannosaurus dicks.
And it is... it literally looks like a flexing arm is what it looks like. It literally looks... It looks like we talk about a baby's arm grabbing an apple all the time, but this is a
adult man's
this is a tough baby grabbing that apple. That
well,
is
it's not the head of that dick doesn't make. Is that an accurate depiction of a dinosaur penis?
I don't want to think so because it makes me feel insecure about myself.
Like you don't measure up to a dinosaur.
Yeah, I'm a man. I gotta have the biggest penis in the world. Come on, I gotta have I gotta have a penis that looks like this and just terrifies women. Can you imagine
the muscles in it? Itself.
The vein on the side. Look at that thing.
I have a
do you think it has
like that.
Do you think it has a suction cup base, or the sheer weight of it just keeps it on the floor?
Just sit down on it.
Yeah, sit down on it. You can't sit on that thing.
Yeah, because it's crooked.
It's not even that. I mean, that thing will go in.
You got to run and jump onto it.
That thing will go in.
Talk about a running Tyrannosaurus dildo challenge.
That thing will go into your ass, but for the love of God, like at what cost? At what cost?
You got a big 6-inch diameter butthole, I think.
This is also something I wanted to bring up on the show this week.
Who sent that?
We'll talk about it after the show. We're not about giving out full government names on the show.
If you're gonna send us a Tyrannosaurus,
yeah, if you're sending us I know you're listening to this. So we're gonna just eventually the next gross thing you send me, we're just gonna give out your government name.
The people who submit gross things don't listen because they don't want to be gross.
Yeah, they're just like ew, icky, fuck this. But
yeah, go fuck that.
Go fuck that thing. But since we recently
is that for sale? Is that just a picture? Do we have any more? How much does that thing cost?
I didn't get any more information. It was just
$80?
a picture I got. You know what? Do we want to pop a quick Google to see
$4,000?
The extra large. Okay, here. God damn it. The NSA is going to be all over me. Extra large.
Watching murder videos.
Not murder cryptid videos. Get it straight.
The cryptids murder people.
Extra large Tyrannosaurus sex. I did not spell Tyrannosaurus right. Thank you, Google correction.
No one can spell Tyrannosaurus right.
Okay, yeah, that's just another picture of it.
We need the facts.
Tyrannosaurus sex for
sale.
For secret crowds? What does that fuck does that even mean?
You don't want all your friends to know what you're sitting down on awkwardly.
Yeah, I think this is just a picture somebody made because I'm not finding it for. Who's gonna put that in their butt?
Crowdsource it.
Crowdsource the
butt. I don't think butt is where it's immediately going. I think it's going in a sweet vagina first.
There's no way, because I mean, like the elasticity of the human vagina is
in a vagina. I've seen
the elasticity of the human vagina is incredible, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that thing is not fitting up there easily or within a reasonable amount of time.
You gotta have someone who's
you gotta work up to it.
Yeah, they're not playing around. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, no,
it goes in a vagina.
I mean, I'm not.
You think that you got to work up for a vagina, but it's just sliding in buttholes?
I didn't say that either. I think you got to work it up for the butthole too. I think you got to work a succession of toys where you slowly go bigger. But you think it's kind of like gauging your ears, but it's with your butthole, and you just got to gauge butthole a little bit more.
So you think people are going butthole over vagina?
Based on what I've seen on the internet recently, it's going butthole
on the wrong sites. Also, Kurt called me 2 days ago.
Okay.
And he never calls me. I was like, oh, this
must be an emergency.
Dead or in jail. answer it. He's like, sup? And then when we were at that event and we drank all the Natter Days. Is that painting a picture for you?
I'm here.
Every weekend.
Be more
and
specific.
Friend of the show, Rob, was, we were discussing porn sites because he's a monster.
Yeah, he's a monster. He did post a nice picture of you two on Instagram earlier. That was very
Thank
nice
you, Rob.
And also his Twitter handle is now Natter Days and Push-Ups.
I saw that.
And I was there to witness the birthing of Push-Ups in Natter Days.
That whole thing got crazy.
Yeah, that got wild.
Rob, calm down.
Yeah, for the love of God, calm down, man.
And yeah, Kurt goes, did someone come up and say that they use X videos like a monster? And I was like, I don't think so.
It's probable.
I was clearly on speakerphone as well to settle an argument.
Yeah.
And then he goes, all right, whatever. I'm mad now. Bye.
That's
the only
call
I get from him is to verify if someone uses X videos like a monster.
I was gonna say
X
I
videos
might.
isn't a terrible.
I say I might
it's
use
a backup.
Yeah, I mean, I might.
Pornhub was doing that thing like a month ago where the videos weren't fast forwarding,
which was
with
just
my cock in my hand.
Nightmarish.
I can't do this.
I've only got one hand free, and it's my left hand, and so God knows I'm not good.
That's not right.
What?
What?
What hand are you jerking off with?
Right.
Yeah, but then how are you fast forwarding the video?
Oh, I thought you meant you were okay. Yeah, I thought you meant you were left-handed.
No.
You were jerking off lefty.
No.
Stranger?
I'll do a stranger every now and again.
I'll do a stranger.
Once I'm on my fourth
Call
jack off for the day.
4027 Dapper and have strange anonymous sex with our stunt doubles.
Yeah, actually, I'll front
I'll
that.
allow
Yeah.
that.
Who wants to fuck Slim stunt double?
It's not what you want.
No, it's not at all. He's much more fit and fatter. He's got one of those Tyrannosaurus Rex cocks.
Yeah, that's how we found them. They look nothing like us, but the cocks.
The cocks
are all we wanted. They look
nothing like ours. They're way more
close.
handsomer and better than us. They do a lot
less
of
hairy
altruism.
up the shaft.
Yeah,
I'll say
way
we've got
less
some
hairy. These guys are waxing in areas I won't even
Yeah,
dream of.
I've got some hairs creeping up the shaft. I think with age.
Yeah, same.
With age,
honestly.
they're getting up
and
there.
the worst is when you
coming
go
out of the hole in the tip, right? Like ear hairs on old men.
No,
like your teacher, like your music teacher in 5th grade.
Like
and you realize people had
music
old
teacher
hair.
who used to put the vodka in the coffee cup constantly.
Yeah, and he put hairs on his cock.
Yeah,
yeah. That guy got fired for so many reasons.
We hated that guy when I was in school, and he didn't show up one day, and then he was gone.
And then you were like, in 15 minutes we can all leave.
He was gone for an extended leave for one time, which I almost want to swear was rehab. And the entire room cheered when they said he wasn't going to be there.
Jesus.
And the substitute was like, hey, that is not respectful at all.
Imagine coming into that group of savages where they cheer because you're the replacement.
Yeah.
That's not going to last long.
No. And they're just like,
and
please stay.
Then they put on Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
In 7th grade?
And then you're like, this is a totally inappropriate movie, and the teacher's like a substitute, but he's old and he keeps letting it fly for too long until that girl shows her boobs, and then he's like, this is enough of this, and then we just keep playing it anyway.
Yeah, and then he gets in trouble because you go home and you're like, I saw boobs at school today.
Yeah.
Sitting around the dinner table, classic 1950s dinner style scene. Yeah. One boy, one girl, nuclear family, 2.5 children.
Yeah. That half child is a monster. I think it's because of all the nuclear.
It's the Ottoman son.
Yeah. My Ottoman son is at least 6/8 of a person.
I wouldn't even go that far.
3/4, you could also say.
He's half, and that's pushing it.
No.
Some days
it's more man than you'll ever be.
Some days he's more Ottoman than anything.
Yeah, because I keep him down with my feet.
Yeah, because I think he's dead, and then I'm just like, oh, he's actually an Ottoman now, and then he gurgles and spits up all that black stuff.
You gotta water him.
Ugh, you water him. He's your son.
No, you were at my house.
I guess,
you can't judge it.
Yeah,
Take care of all my things.
You're staying at Drama's house for the weekend. Everybody pitches in on Chorin.
Yeah.
But this is something that came up, I found earlier that because we recently had a bad Buffalo Wild Wings experience. Where we went.
That's all I have.
Well, if you go back a couple episodes and listen to our Minneapolis recap, we talk about the wretched stench that accompanied us the entire time in a very sticky B-dubs. But I found an even worse Buffalo Wild Wings experience that happened to somebody where they were in the restaurant.
I thought, yeah, explain it so I can explain what I think.
The headline is Big Rat Drops from Ceiling onto Customer's Menu. And
so I thought the waiter just dropped off the bill and there's just a big rat
with it.
Talk about being subtly angry at a customer.
Like that picture you saw where the girl left her weed pen instead of a regular pen to sign the thing with, and then instead of that, she leaves a rat.
Yeah. Like when we were also in Minneapolis before we went to the after party, and I was waiting to get me and Kurt's cards back, which are identical, and then I got a third person's card.
Yeah, that was
a girl
wild.
named Veronica. And then I had that instinct where I'm like, 2 pictures, and we have a lot of things to do on Veronica's tab.
Yeah.
And then that waitress was just like, oh, my bad, which I'm like, you didn't even give us 2 cards back.
You didn't
gave
even
us
give
one.
us the right amount of cards.
And then I was
or
like,
the
wow,
right persons.
these bank cards are all identical across the board.
It's crazy.
And
you really got to go for that personalization on the card.
You do. But my blown up picture of sweaty men was declined.
Yeah. Well,
my
because
still
he
frame of
wasn't
the
beefy enough.
running butthole challenge. I was like, you can't say that that's inappropriate because I
Sir, it's
argue that
clearly
you
an
can't
anus.
tell that it's a very pixelated.
Listen, here
anus.
at Capital
How
One.
many pixels does it have to be before it's appropriate?
Can I send you an 8-bit image of it and then it'll be okay?
Or you could just
4-bit.
add a couple more
Fine,
pixels.
2-bit.
2-bit, but it's going to be so confusing.
That it's just going to look like a double-colored
Just
card.
Cream colored and just black. Will that work?
This is my
no,
butthole
you've
card.
informed us it's a butthole. We can't continue.
But what would you do if, like, you were in a restaurant and you were sitting
I
there
got
with
someone's
him?
butthole credit card by mistake. I'm pocketing that.
Pocketing that.
Yeah, I don't have enough money on my card.
So let's say you and your girl go out for a date night. You guys decide that Buffalo Wild. This is all
Me
hypothetical.
and you go out for a
We
date
go out
night.
for a date
Okay.
night, and we decide that Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to share an intimate moment
Yeah,
together.
because you want a nice strawberry lemonade. They have a top-notch one, no unlimited refills. And they like to tell you that after you've already had one.
Yeah,
And they're like,
tell
sir,
you
I think
after
you've had
7.
enough. Yeah, they tell you.
I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Okay, so now it's another $100 Buffalo Wild Wings tab. I just had one of those because I drank 8 beers and a shot and got a little bit of food. Now it's $100. I don't live here.
I don't.
Also,
live-
that guy's been picking his nose so crazy. You're not going to knock at least $7 off for the aggressive nostril
for the guy
flares?
who's 3 knuckles deep into his brain at this point.
That guy just comes here?
Do humans have 2 knuckles or 3 knuckles?
3.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Glad to know you're on the right side of
no,
history.
every time we bring one of those
I
up,
know.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
I was watching something earlier this week where someone was trying to convince that you have these 2 knuckles and it's only a knuckle if you can hit somebody with it.
No, that's a stupid.
I'll say it's because you got your fist knuckle, your big finger knuckle, and then you got your fingernail finger.
And you can
knuckle.
little knuckle someone.
Yeah,
you just
you got to be precise, like whip it at him really
you got to
hard.
hit him right in the bridge of the
I feel like that's how
or the Adam's
I don't know
apple.
why, but I feel like that's how Prince hit people for some reason. That just seems right.
I don't think Prince had to hit people. He just turned around and his ass was out, and everyone was like, "Whoa, buddy,
Whoa, buddy,
I
easy.
love you."
Whoa,
And then he
easy
just
now.
disappeared. That's my favorite thing is you hear Prince stories, and they're like, he was there, and he was just gone.
Just crazy.
And then one day he
Tiny
was just
little
gone
man.
forever.
Oh, too
R.I.P.
soon.
Really?
Rest in power, Prince.
Yeah.
Uh,
Rest in-
But what would you do if we are out on a intimate date night and we're sitting there looking at the menus and a rat just drops down on your menu from the ceiling?
I would be pretty upset.
Do we now? Here's what I'm thinking. Do we
Get free food?
That's what I'm saying. Do we stick around and like
I'm
try
not-
to get him out of
no.
as much free shit as possible, or are we too scarred from a giant rat falling on?
I think I'm too scarred, but I want money. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'll take a gift card.
Yeah.
So
What if
then
they
maybe
give us? What if they're just like, here's a $20 B-Dubs gift card? They call it B-Dubs.
20?
Yeah.
Insanity. I need 100.
Yeah. I need at least 100
because
B-Dubs
it's going to take
bucks.
me at least 6 months to kind of forget about that this happened.
Yeah, but then every time I drive,
You know,
by
I
it-
don't go back.
No,
after
yeah, you won't
I
go. You won't go back over the smallest of, of
Burn
disrespects. Like,
the whole bridge.
yeah, burn the entire branch.
I
down.
loved Red Robin. Loved
Mm-hmm.
Red Robin. Went there one time on my birthday. Sure, we've told the story. I'll never go back.
Yeah.
And sometimes I really want Red Robin.
Ever.
No, fuck you, Red Robin.
Fuck Red Robin. We
Yeah.
won't take your sponsorship, but I will take your bottomless fries any day of the week.
Yeah, and then he started getting real light on the fries.
Yeah.
Here's 7 fries, and we're not going to make eye contact to come
I
back
asked for a
quite
side
while.
of beans, and they gave me 10 beans in a small cup. Count them, 10.
Yeah, Rat is going to really ruin the atmosphere for me.
But are we
Now, if the
are we
if the
immediately
80s hair
leaving-
metal band Rat started performing,
What
then
are
I'm
you
going
gonna
to
do if
stick
the
around.
80s hair metal band Rat falls out of the ceiling and falls onto your menu?
If they're,
They
yeah,
are
if they're on
also
the,
dead.
Well, yeah, I think the singer is dead anyway.
Yeah.
AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're dead,
Unfortunate.
if their dead corpses fall down, I'm all about it.
But if live band Rat falls on your menu, are you still?
If they're isolated to my menu, then I'm just impressed.
Yeah.
If I got to take a Stephen Percy to the neck, then I'm gonna be upset. Then there's a lawsuit.
Yeah.
If I'm going to take the other unknown 3 members of Rat, then I'm going to also be more upset.
I definitely like to. I think what I would I'm not this kind of person, but I feel like if a dead rat falls on my menu, I'm definitely complaining until I get at least $100.
I think instinctually,
I'm telling everyone around me, I'm like, yo, look at this fucking rat.
That's what I'm going to say. Instinctually, I think if it falls and it hits my menu, I'm going to go, and I'm going to fling the menu. So now it's several people's problem. It's just going to be a hot potato, but it's a potato of a big dead
rat just flying across this restaurant.
Jesus. Goes in someone's beer and they're talking to their stupid wife and they
just go to chug it.
Big rat chug.
I saw something like that earlier this week where this woman was using a bottle of olive oil and like she just, you know, it was like label out in her cabinet, so she would just grab it and pour, and like she got halfway down, there was a rat in the bottle.
It's like you always hear about that guy that had that Pepsi and he drank the whole Pepsi and he was like, it's so heavy, which immediately
you should be like a heavy Pepsi.
Very heavy Pepsi. Did you make this bowl piss?
Well, did you see where this dude sued Mountain Dew because he said he found a rat? No, just because it exists.
Then I need to get in this. I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call JT.
I actually joined a settlement thing this week.
Good. Did you call?
I did.
Did you call James Grant?
I did not call Jonathan Georgethan Wentworth.
Wentworthington?
I did not call Jeremiah Georgington Wentworth.
You didn't call JG. It's like the Homer thing. Just JGEE Wentworth.
Gime.
Yeah.
J. Gime Wentworth. Oh, it's a Gime.
Yeah, rat in the Mountain Dew.
Rat in the Mountain Dew. Sorry, my brain shorted out for a second. They're trying to think of how to pronounce Gime. No, a guy sued like the Pepsi Mountain Dew Corporation because he was like, there was a rat in my Mountain Dew, and Mountain Dew's counter for the lawsuit was
there's rats in every Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
you just never
yourself.
Looked in it.
Yeah,
have you wondered why you can
you've been drinking rats for years? 8 ounces my ass. 6 of those are rat.
That's a small rat. I'll deal with the 6 ounce rat.
It's baby
anything
rats.
Over that is too much
you
rat.
should see the rats they get caught in the 2 liters.
You
big
see the
rat.
rats that fall from the ceiling in the factory. It's just like snowing dead rats. People, hard hat area. OSHA said you got to wear a hard hat because the rats are going to get you.
If the rats are over 0.5 pounds, it creates a G-force effect that could put you in a coma. But Mountain Dew's countersuit for this guy was that there's no way a rat would still be formed in a can of Mountain Dew after 30 days.
Yeah.
And so I watched a guy do a test of it where he took like a container and put a rat in it, and he, disclaimer, rat was dead when I bought it, just in case someone thought he like killed a rat and broke its neck.
I had to go to the dead rat store on my way home.
Well, I mean, you can get dead mice and shit at the pet store.
You can also go to the dead rat store.
Yeah, not very popular. It's kind of like Spirit of Halloween. It's only popular for a certain time of the year. Not sure why exactly yet, but I'm going to find out. Big glitter conspiracy, big dead rat conspiracy. That's where we're hopping to next.
Yeah. What is the dead rat in? You wouldn't know by looking at it, but you could tell if you focus on it.
If you really focused, you could tell.
Don't guess rats.
Just guessing. Turns out birds aren't real. Rats are just a bunch of dead rats smashed together.
Yeah, and real quick interjection. Sorry for the birds aren't real thing, because people have been telling us
saying that
this is happening a lot. And I didn't mean for this to happen, but I don't know what you expected. If my life has to be in shambles, we're taking
your life
you with
also
us.
has to be in shambles. If you're a dedicated fan of
be
this,
glad
you're
it's
going through the
just
fucked up
birds
shit
aren't
with
real.
us. Yeah, we could be putting rats in your Mountain Dew.
But also, we've been watching some birds recently, and their actions are not real. So
if anything,
we're jumping on board.
If the indication of the birds I had to see last weekend are indication of quote unquote natural bird behavior, I don't believe birds are real.
Remember that big one? We were
just
that
like, huge bird that wasn't even flapping. It was just going like somebody had a glider they just threw, but it was they're just fucking sending
Which
drones.
Makes sense. That's my problem with a lot of things. Like when people are I don't fly in planes. People are like, planes are safer than driving cars.
Fly in a plane
but that
I'm
means
so nervous.
Everybody, this is my thought process for a lot of things. You have a day at work where you just fuck off and you don't do what you're supposed to. I think that happens with planes. I think that happens with cars. Yeah. I think that's happening at the bird factory. Some of these people, they're not even trying anymore.
They're just making
We're just
birds.
seeing this bird just gracefully floating very high up.
It's clearly a drone, and someone's written on the bottom, "This is a bird."
Yeah.
This is a bird. This is a bird. This is a bird. I can see that fucker's fake. Who are you trying to fool? I'm not a moron. I'm not a moron.
Speaking of like you said with the olive oil, not a rat situation, but when I wasn't drinking coffee every day like I have to now to keep up with my demons.
Because we're adults.
This was just recently, though. I had taken a break. You know how my vices are just, occasional into long periods of times. I have that creamer that I'm very specific about.
Yeah.
Fucking Cold Stone Creamery. What's the brand? I want the sponsorship. What's the brand?
I don't use
I
coffee
want to say Italian Delight.
There's no way.
No, but it's Delight.
Coffee Delight?
International Delight?
That sounds
all right.
right.
I'll get it if you send me jugs. But the problem was I had this thing in my fridge for a while and I wasn't drinking coffee as much. And then one day it was getting low and I was pouring it in there. And then I happened to glance and there was so much mold inside of the creamer.
That piss you off?
And I was like, how long have I been drinking the mold?
Yeah.
And then I had to go to the store to get more creamer. And then I was like, then you're just
Is
uneasy.
there mold in this?
Yeah. And then you're looking and you're like, no, it's fine.
Did I ever tell the story about what my high school art teacher was drinking on accident one time?
I don't know. Sure you have.
Well,
we've said everything. I forget what that catchphrase was already.
We've been over this.
Yeah, we're over this.
Yeah, I'm over this. She was my favorite teacher in high school. She was my art teacher, and she was a wild, weird old woman.
She was an art teacher,
but an old art teacher was clearly like an old hippie back in the day. Yeah. I remember bringing in an OTEP CD at one point and playing it when I was working on my senior project, and she came over and turned it off while I was working. She's like, I think we have different musical tastes.
Yeah, I just picture you coming in angry, throwing down some dark sketches, blasting OTEP, and everyone's like...
Oh, no, everyone hated me in that class. Are you kidding me? I was the weird kid.
Just in that class?
My graduating class and all the other classes above and under me for my entire scholarly
Yeah, they said it
career.
at your graduation.
Yeah, I was voted most
They were
hated.
like, Fast Finger Slim, most hated, just booze.
Lots of booze and vuvuzelas for some reason.
Yeah, lots of vuvuzelas. People were pouring beers in them.
In their pants.
Beers everywhere. I was there. It was one of my favorite parties.
But she was telling...
You really brought the whole thing down.
She was telling us a story one time where she was making... Because we were working with rubber cement. And tradition... And if
smart for children.
Something that is known about rubber cement is that homeless kids in Brazil will shoplift rubber cement. This was actually a national crisis they had, where these kids were shoplifting rubber cement because they were so poor, they couldn't do anything, and they were just getting brown bags and huffing the rubber cement, and they actually had X-rays where it was melting their frontal lobes because they were.
You want to huff some rubber cement?
I would love to huff some
and
rubber
then
cement.
Fuck it.
I thought you were gonna say each other, but.
I mean, I'll see how melted my brain gets.
Yeah.
My brain's got to get pretty melted to fuck you.
Yeah, if I nickel every time I heard that.
Yeah.
That's the only message I've ever gotten.
All your
Tinder.
all your hookups are like, hold on, hey, you up? I'm halfway through a brown bag of rubber cement.
And I'm just at that point where I think I could put up with you writhing on top of me sweatily for 42 seconds at best. Average
you're
15.
Like,
Sometimes
45, so I got to perform?
45?
How about you huff 3/4 and I'll come over and not rock your world?
How about you huff 3/4, masturbate before I get there, and then just let me do whatever I want? I'm going to hell for that comment.
Which is just you huffing the rubber cement.
The rest of it.
Now that we're going to get down to business.
But so she's telling us the story about the kids melting their brain with rubber cement. And,
which is smart to tell a room full of impressionable teenagers.
Children, yeah. Including your old best friend was in that room.
Yeah. Well, then, he got into the rubber cement.
Yeah. And she was telling us
his dick in it.
And she was telling us she was working on a project with rubber cement one time, and so she had her workstation set up. And she was drinking her morning coffee with it, and so she's working on this project, and she just started feeling so sick after a couple of hours, really deathly ill, and she thought that she just was drinking too much coffee on an empty stomach, and it was making her feel sick. And so
take a big poop.
Blast
a huge duke.
It happens. And so she went to go pour the coffee out, and half the cup was fucking rubber cement because she was dipping it and then bringing it over to what she was working on, and so it was dripping
too hard.
Don't stand too close. Gonna fuck around and drink some fucking rubber cement.
That's
the uncut version of it.
Yeah.
Drip too hard, don't stand too close. Gonna fuck around and drink some rubber cement.
What is the first line of the song? You can
get the biggest Chanel bag in the store if you want.
That gets so stuck in my head. It's like a vitamin water situation where I'll just go around my house. You can get the biggest Chanel bag in the store if you wanna. over and over
Over and
and over
over.
until I'm asked to leave.
Just like
the house.
vitamin water.
You can never be as fun as vitamin water.
That's Dram, if you didn't know that,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. That
Dram. In
rocked
my house,
world.
it's Ray Romano.
Yeah.
It's different.
Vitamin water.
Yeah, because what's the first part? Used to be the hero, but now I couldn't bother. Because I could never be as fun as vitamin water. Good Lord.
We need to
I'm
bring back
surprised
more singing
anybody-
on the show. More harmonies. We haven't harmonized in a while.
Yeah. That's a side podcast.
Yeah, that's just us singing and
The
off.
Dapper Dad's Harmony.
Yeah, I've been, starving them, beating them, singing off key. Me, me, mamo, me, moo, mame.
One time my dad was drinking a can of Mountain Dew.
Rubber cement.
No. He's drinking a
Wouldn't
can
put
of
it past him.
can of Rat Mountain Dew, listening to Rat, Lay It Down, 1983.
So that is so specific.
So specific.
That's so Pacific of you.
and
Aubrey
then
Plaba.
and then he peed and said Mountain Dew can, opened up another Mountain Dew, really flushing out the pipes.
And then he drank
He
his
drank
pee.
the pee.
Ah.
It got him.
But his pee probably just tasted like Mountain Dew anyway. So
Yeah.
like
Just sent it back down the hatch.
the end of the rat experiment thing, the guy left it in Tupperware
Yeah.
for 30 days and it was just gel. There was like nothing left except because they even said in the lawsuit, they're like, if any type of like,
Yeah,
or-
that's one of those.
they
That's
said like,
like
if organic flesh is left in Mountain Dew, it would have a gel-like consistency after 30 days.
so. This has been an experiment that they've had to do.
Apparently, yeah.
This is like when you
that's
have to.
that's what they mean by animal testing. They're just dumping Mountain Dew on rats to see
This
what
is
happens
like
to it.
when to
They
get.
fucking sick.
This is like when to get out of a situation, you have to say something that you don't really want to say.
Yeah.
Like, baby, that's not me fucking that girl in that video. My dick is so much smaller. That's like Mountain Dew. Like, oh, if there was a rat in our beverage that you drink
It
all the
would have
time, it would have
disintegrated.
disintegrated and you wouldn't have known the difference.
And of course, it was one of those goddamn things at the end, like, you are putting this in
Yeah, I
your
know.
body.
Oh, yeah, no fucking
No
shit.
shit, I'm putting it
That's
in
what
my
the
body.
bite is when you
I'm
drink
poor.
Mountain Dew.
I come from a rural economic area, and no one ever taught me about nutrition.
My sippy cup had Mountain Dew in it, and that's not a joke.
I know it's not a joke, and that really breaks my heart to hear that. Like that breaks my heart.
That breaks my bones. My
no
bones
shit, your
are-
bones are. You have bird bones at this point. Brittler?
Bird bones aren't real, buddy.
Ah,
Do you
there
mean
we
I'm
go.
full of robotic technology to
that too? That
survey?
too. Like that breaks my heart in the same way I hear like pregnant women saying they like smoked cigarettes when they were pregnant and shit like that. I like hearing babies drinking soda. I'm just like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
I drank it forever.
The
and
fuck
like
kind
I
of
said,
monster puts a
I'm gonna be
nipple bottle mouth on a can of Mountain Dew?
4 years clean from pop in October. I want it every day
outside
still.
of mixed drinks.
Yeah, outside of mixed drinks, which I don't even do that much. But at one point, I did taste a Mountain Dew, like probably 2 years ago, and it was shocking.
Yeah.
Like coming clean off of it,
Yeah.
and tasting it, it's like acid. It's like
No,
poison.
yeah,
You're like,
I know I
"Holy
talked about
shit."
how I had a soda in Chicago back in April,
Yeah.
and it was the worst
It's
decision I've
insane.
ever
Yeah,
made in my
it's
life.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But I'd still love to go back to some 44 gas station ounce Mountain Dews. with the
Remember back in the day
Rocky
when the
Ice?
OG Dapper Dads were searching for a gallon of Mountain Dew back in the day?
Yep, back when I could still party.
Yeah, back in the day when we we got those free cigarettes from that gas station that one time.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, remember we went in there together on lunch and like she just like handed me the pack of cigarettes and I was like and then just stared at me and I'm like,
Yep.
okay, bye, and like left. And I think I got like my hot dogs for free that day too. I got like free hot dogs and a free pack of smokes.
She
Like
was
that's
trying to fuck you.
she wasn't. Maybe she was.
Like they do. She wasn't. We have 2 submissions. One comes from someone that occasionally submits from time to time by the name of
Can I guess?
Leonardo.
Leonardo Decrepito.
Um,
Mark Ruffalo. I wish you was Mark Harmon.
Fuck, marry, kill. Freddie Mercury. Nikki Sixx, spelled completely incorrectly.
Nickysix.
Yep.
SICC. Nikki SICCS. Nikki Six.
And Peter Gabriel. Freddie Mercury, Nikki Sixx, Peter Gabriel. Fuck, marry, kill.
Well, God knows how much I fucking love Peter Gabriel. I'm gonna go ahead and marry Peter Gabriel because he is phenomenal. I love Peter Gabriel. Genesis fucked up after they kicked Peter Gabriel out and replaced him with Phil Collins. What the fuck is it?
It makes sense.
It makes sense, but like, man, if
they're interchangeable in my mind because of that.
Oh no! Oh
Just because
no!
of that.
God, you just broke my fucking.
And then
heart.
Francis and the Lights hangs out in that same part of my brain.
Yeah. Oh my God! Did you hear that new Francis and the Light song that he put out? I was like, this is just a Phil Collins.
Yeah,
B-side.
he's eventually. Yeah.
Eventually, it's just going to come out that he is Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Second generation Phil Collins clones. Can we spread this myth around?
Yeah. I think
Francis and the Lights is the second generation Phil Collins clone.
Yeah.
Francis and the Lights redoes the entire Tarzan soundtrack.
I like it.
I think we should send out a tweet. I think we should make this happen.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't get enough of that comparison.
Hey, Francis. Hey,
I don't know if you've ever heard this, but
you sound just like Phil Collins, and it would be sick as shit for me and my buddy if you could just re-record the whole Tarzan soundtrack and send it to us.
whenever you have free time, it's cool, but like within like 6 months before we forget about this joke. All right, thanks. Also, yeah, the lights are computers and phones. If you could elaborate on that, because it's confusing when I try to explain it. Also, your dance moves are tight. Love you.
Yeah.
Send
that
tweet.
sounds about right.
Send tweet.
Send tweet. Send tweet. Send tweet. Send tweet. Send tweet. Actually, you know what? I'm going to rephrase this because I don't think I want to fuck Freddie Mercury.
I know. That really puts a wrench in the game.
That puts a
because I want to
huge
marry Freddie Mercury.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but
if I marry him, is he still alive? Or am I marrying the dead Freddie Mercury? Does he have the little microphone stand?
Does he have the mustache?
Yeah. No.
Are we going pre-mustache Freddie Mercury?
Mustacheless Freddie Mercury. You got to kill it.
It looks like a completely different human being. Like, doesn't even look like Freddie Mercury.
Or are we getting the guy from the Robot Show as Freddie Mercury?
Oh, Rami Malek?
Yeah, he sounds weird. Normal.
Yeah.
Where's he from? Because that name is nonsense.
He's from the UK.
Okay. So yeah, I can't have that.
Please don't do that British accent again. For the love of God, that terrified me.
Me? When did I do that?
Like just earlier in this episode? What the fuck?
I don't think that was a British accent.
Then what accent was it?
I don't know. I don't do British accents.
It sounded like you were
offensive.
trying to do a British accent, but something
No,
weirder
I can do a
came
British
out.
accent.
Do a British accent right now.
I can't do it under pressure. Oh, yeah, fish and chips. Right? Spot on.
No,
I don't want to do it
not
because
at
it's going to
all.
be bad.
Yeah.
It would have to be something like, oh, fish and chips. Hey, fish and chips, Deborah. Oi, mate. Me and my chaps are going to eat some fish and chips. And
Oi, bruv, how'd you know I was from the UK?
okay, that was, yeah, I don't like British accents.
There's a very fine line between an Australian accent and a British accent.
Yeah, and we can't piss off the Australians.
Talking about the Bogans.
Yeah, I want to kill Nikki Sixx just to prove he can be murdered.
Sixx.
I'm a big fan, but since he beat death, I think he thinks he's indestructible, and I'd love to be stronger than heroin.
Goes home and sees that he's dead. Overdoses again.
Yeah, I'd love to be stronger than heroin.
I think we may be tit for tat on this. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to marry Freddie Mercury, kill Nikki Sixx, and fuck Peter Gabriel.
Okay, but what are we going to discuss the AIDS in this marriage? Can we?
Well, I mean,
are we supposed to?
Yo, we said married, not fuck. We can get married and not fuck him. We could be one of those trophy wives.
No, I gotta fuck Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
I'll just wear a condom.
Fair.
I don't know how AIDS works.
Or do you love him so much that you get the AIDS? You share it with him.
I mean, when we're older and we're tired of this life, then I get some AIDS with him. Well, yeah, I guess.
How old did he get?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess he's gonna die.
Nothing but respect for Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, big fans.
Huge Queen fans on this show, but.
Yeah, I mean, just thinking of it from a relationship.
Let's pop a quick Google because I want to see
how old he was.
Yeah, how old?
38.
Was he really 38?
I'm throwing it out there. He can't be that old.
How old?
He was 62. Holy shit!
Freddie Mercury when he died. He was 45. He
so
died.
Yeah, he had a fine
He died
life.
the same year I was born.
Huh. So you marry him, and you're a baby, and he is on his deathbed. Is that what happens now?
So I'm a baby.
Uh-huh.
I marry Freddie Mercury on his deathbed.
Uh-huh.
So I get the inheritance money and I don't gotta fuck him.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Are you gonna insinuate that Freddie Mercury fucked a baby?
No, I was gonna say you as a baby came on to Freddie Mercury.
Sounds about right.
You made him do it. He couldn't be held liable. He was dying.
Did I ever say the disgusting thing my dad said when Freddie Mercury died?
I don't think you should.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think I will.
No,
Remind
yeah.
me to tell you after the show.
I've heard a lot of things your dad says.
But let's
He
just
shouts them at me when we're anally
making
making love.
Yeah,
Anally.
God, of course, anally. What are you gonna do? Shove your penis in his penis?
I'm gonna try, but his is so big. He's got a real
He's got a
T-Rex
Tyrannosaurus Rex cock.
situation.
No, my mom was still is a huge Queen fan. Like, loved them, saw them live in concert and everything.
He threw away her programs.
Yeah, he did. Man, good steel trap on this guy over here.
All I do is listen to old Dapper Dad's episodes back when it was good.
Remembering all the reasons my mother hates my father.
Yeah. Remembering all the things you don't like to think about.
Constantly.
That's what I like to do.
You bring up things sometimes, and I'm like, oh, he really is my friend. He remembers me, but I'm like, why does he remember that?
Yeah, I know. I know the things that'll stick out when you're drunk and you're getting a little too loose. We also have a voicemail if you want to play it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
It's a somber note.
A very somber voicemail that we have.
Yeah. Someone's saying that they're sick of our shit and
That
they're
sounds
gonna
about right.
find us and they're gonna kill one of us.
I'm not gonna put it past them. Yeah, no, I don't want to link my Google device.
Yeah, get an iPhone like a fucking adult.
Here.
Hey, what's up, dads? I'm a big fan of the podcast. Jumped in around episode 92. Been listening to the other ones ever since then. Just wanted to say, I got to episode 67. You guys were talking about someone who was depressed and, how they could improve their lives and stuff like that. And it was a really, really uplifting podcast. It was something that, maybe I needed to hear today. So I just want to say thank you very much for that. Love you guys.
All right, so that is concrete proof that we have improved one person's life for at least part of one day.
You can't take it away from us now. You
all we've got.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, finally.
You can't take that. Oh, they can't take that away from me. The way you wear your hat. The way you wear your hat. The way you listen to my show. The way you listen to my show. I made your day better. I made your day better. So and now you owe me cash. Now you owe me cash.
Yeah, baby. That's what we're here for.
No, hey, you're welcome, man.
That's
honestly,
great. Also, that does show people jumped in at 92.
Yeah.
Bold choice.
Bold choice.
Went back to 60-something.
Yeah, which is he just hitting shuffle on Spotify and just going through?
Yeah, that is the best way. We don't have a lot of continuity.
We have a timeless quality to our show.
Yeah, it gets pretty still.
It's classic, not classy.
But yeah, that's nice. I'm glad that.
Yeah, I'm glad that we were able to help improve someone's day.
Yeah.
I like to think that for every positive comment we get, other people
we get 10 negative ones.
Well, I like to think that other people had the same experience but just didn't reach out to us.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's really nice that this guy was affected enough by it in a positive way.
Yeah, I know.
We finally done something positive in someone's life.
It's not all dick jokes, assholes.
Right, we're doing good things.
In at least
here.
one episode, we said something nice.
Yeah, go back and listen to 67, where we give proof that we can be nice.
I gotta go back and listen to 67.
Yeah, I kind of want to go
hear
hear
how
nice.
Dick jokes. We're like, what?
We're like, this is what makes your life.
It's like the grossest dick
if
jokes.
If this made your life better, do we have some surprises for you over at patreon.com/dapperdad for $5 a month?
Yeah, we're not uplifting anybody over there.
No, we're not.
We'll bring your day down.
Yeah, in fact, we're tearing down people with full government names on the Patreon.
And if you're not paying, it's definitely probably you.
Yeah, we know who you are.
Why am I
Credit card payments decline.
Oh boy, it's getting spicy. So, yeah,
the best part about that
people,
joke is that you're only going to get it if it's you.
Yeah,
I think know who you are.
I think they haven't realized that they're.
No,
I think they're just like they're not updating the Patreon. Why am I paying?
Like,
for
what
this?
the fuck?
You're not. There's 17 episodes.
You owe us
addressing
$35.
Yeah. We've been reading your credit card number, but it's just declining for everybody.
Decline.
But yeah, that's tight. I'm glad that we made someone.
Yeah, that makes me feel
Listen,
good about
we're all
this.
going through some shit, and it gets better.
It does.
Here's
get
another
better.
little update.
Here's a little.
Here's an update. Fuck. Take it again.
You can't
We're
even be
gonna cut this
positive
out.
without.
It's hard for me. It's very hard. Here's a little upbeat update. Everything's gonna get better.
Here's a little upbeat update for you. This week might have sucked. This month might have sucked. Today might have sucked. Tomorrow
the
might
next
not.
6 years are gonna suck.
The next 6 years might suck, but they might not. And there's only one way to find out. Be there.
Yeah.
Suicide's not a joke, kids.
Oh, I agree with it, but I don't like the tone behind it.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, like,
but if you play this backwards, we do say "kill yourself" a bunch like an old Aussie.
Yeah. It's exclusively the message.
Get the gun, die.
So the holy shit. So the guy that made me want to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound bad when you say it in rapid.
Get the gun. Do it.
Notice me, Playboy Cardi, telling you to kill yourself.
Speaking in
Why don't you
Windigs.
go die real quick?
Why don't
You can end it all right now.
why don't you go die real
It all
quick?
gets better in death.
Why don't you go die real quick? You ain't even fucking matter.
Nobody even noticed you.
No one even noticed you. No one even
But yeah,
likes
it
you.
gets, despite the Playboy
No one
Card,
even loves
despite
you.
Playboy Cardi constantly
efforts.
telling you that he wants you dead,
We do not.
We do not. Yeah.
This episode could be the best episode we've ever recorded, or the next one might be. Only way to find out is be there next Friday.
Yeah, but don't ever tell us that we're the
Yeah,
only thing
don't
keeping
ever.
you alive.
Yeah, if that is too
everything's
honest to
a
God,
lot of pressure.
peeking behind the curtain here for you guys. That's way too much pressure to put on us.
We
Like
will
we do this for shits and giggles. Do not tell me this is saving your life because it's gonna make the show fall apart. Then you will fall apart. I will feel guilty unless you do
Then
unless you kill
everyone's-
yourself in like a really cool way. And
Which
like,
in other episodes we've referenced, if you're going to kill yourself, someone drew it one time. It was like a graveyard scenario where you're on fire and
we had
you're
jumped into a
impaled,
noose.
and there's a noose involved. So yeah, some
There's some
shit like
wolves.
that. I still don't want. I don't want it to be all about me,
Right.
except I do with everything.
naturally.
Also, I wanted to say it up top, but of course we forget things. We were on a podcast. We did an interview on
We did.
Road
yes.
Soda Podcast. If you're still listening at the very last minute here's our promotion for it. We finally broke down how we met for real. We've alluded to it on here, but
Yeah.
we really got
We
in depth.
gave the real, true, honest to God, unfiltered interview over on Road Soda Podcast.
Yeah, episode 90 something.
Give them a listen, but if you really insist on jumping in right to us, it's at about the hour mark. If you wanted to go ahead and
if you
skip
wanna-
to it,
Yeah, you can browse around, but if you,
not
you
to say
wanna-
don't give them a listen, but if you're going exclusively for Dapper Dad's content,
Yeah, listen to us and then stick around.
yeah, give them. They're not bad. Just
No.
they're not
They
like us.
made a huge mistake and
They
invited us onto
They
their
made
platform.
a gigantic mistake by giving us a platform.
Yeah, they're not sensible people, we'll say, but
No, we'll definitely say that.
But yeah, go listen to that. If you're, it's like Little B. You have to collect all of our online things. So if you haven't, some of you are like, I've listened to every episode, and I know for a fact that you haven't because you're either not on the Patreon, $5 a month, www.patreon.com/dapperdads. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. That's not the URL. That's a bonus URL.
Yeah, type it in anyway. You're gonna get the real
$15 a month for and it's just us constantly feeling like we have to sneeze. It's very avant-garde.
Very avant-garde. We were picked up by the New Yorker in a think piece.
We're in a lot of New Yorker cartoons that don't make any sense.
We're officially not allowed back in New York.
Yeah.
Beast Coast made that
but-
very clear that we're not welcome to New
but
York.
me and Chief Keef are going to pull up with a 30 and change a lot of shit.
Yeah, me-
He's going to New Jersey. I'm going to New York.
Us and Chief
We're
Keef are
playing
finally gonna go
Finito.
blow up New Jersey.
Yeah. New
Blow New
York's
Jersey up.
Cheese in my pockets, Velveeta. Yeah, and then you fuckers, yeah, so there's some of you who guarantee you've listened to every episode, even if you're on the Patreon. If you leave a 5-star review on iTunes/Apple Podcasts, and all that shit's about to change in like a month, and now I have to figure that out too. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
There's a bonus
world.
episode. If you've left a review, you can show us that you've left it, and we'll give it to you. Very few people have gotten on that.
Yeah.
And I think there's only one person that I trust has listened to every single episode. And you got to listen to this Road Soda thing. You have to hear, you have to collect all. These are very rare. You have to collect all. You have to hear
You
everything.
have to get the shiny Dapper
And there's
Dads
only
episodes.
one person I think might have done it. If you think it's you,
Let us
probably
know.
not. Double check. Go listen to everything again. Play us in the background so your dog gets a weird psychosis being home
Starts
alone.
listening to us
Yeah, starts
instead of
listening
you.
to us. Starts
Shows
making,
up at our house.
making a lot of dick and poop jokes. And then yeah, eat a dick.